Jennifer, this is another strong female character for you. What did you think when you first read the script? Did she jump out at you?
Certainly the character's complexities jumped out at me, and I thought about how challenging it would be to play somebody for whom no template has been created. You know, she's the first female superintendent of the Chicago Police Department, and so therefore I had no real template for myself as an actor to draw on. So we were making things up quite a bit as we went along. But, you know, for me it was really the quality of the writing and the fact that I would be able to work with Sean Ryan, and Jason Clarke is a fantastic actor. And, you know, these are all good, positive things, especially because television is really like a marriage. It's not like a film where you know it's going to be over at a certain period of time.
Yeah, you're spending a lot of time together. And Delroy Lindo, wow, fabulous actor as well.
Oh, terrific. Really terrific. He was cast a little bit later on in the process, so he wasn't a lure from the get-go, but certainly working with him has been such a pleasure, really such a pleasure. You know, he's so talented and lovely.
One thing I noticed when I watched the first episode, I mean, a lot of series, it takes a few episodes for the characters to kind of gel.
Right.
But you guys seem to be like right in the middle of your character development from the first episode. Is that something that you guys did? Was it in the writing, or it just seems to just start in the middle?
Well, I think that's certainly in the writing. I mean, for me as an actor, I didn't feel that way. In fact, I felt oftentimes very much like Teresa, where I was trying to find my way and trying to figure out things, especially early on. And I think that in a funny way served me well, because she doesn't know completely how to embrace this position. She knows what she wants to accomplish. She has a very clear and righteous idea about what she wants to accomplish. But I think there are moments when she's not entirely sure how to play the game, and she's just sort of figuring that out. And then by episode 3, she really starts to come into her own.
I'm looking forward to that episode 3.
Oh,
Can you give me any tasty tidbit of what we might see?
Well, you get to see how nefarious Alderman Givens can be, and it's the episode where Teresa really has to step up to the plate in terms of, is she going to be able to play this game, or is she going to fold to the pressure and to, you know, his assumption of her being a puppet. So it's really, can she step up to the plate or not, and does she have the political chops to handle the situation?
She's certainly got the strong moral core to want to do it.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. And she's flawed, and I think that not extreme, but such a strong moral code, you know, belies something else that's going on with her. That there's, you know, this righteousness is something that comes at great cost, personal cost, that she's really given up her whole life for, you know, these causes of cleaning up corruption in City Hall, cleaning up crime in the street, cleaning up the corruption within her own department. She's given up her entire life for it, and I think there's a lot of pain underneath all of that righteousness and morality.
How do you make a character strong and yet still maintain a femininity?
That is what I ask myself each and every day, and that is what I struggled with each and every day. How do you do that without being perceived as weak, you know, in that position? And that's what I struggled with every day.
And it's probably what a lot of women who are in powerful positions struggle with every day as well.
I think that's what a lot of women, period, struggle with, whether or not you're in a powerful position. Because anyone who's a mother is in a powerful position. There's no more powerful position than motherhood, because, you know, the next generation is in your hands. So how do you convey to your child, whether it's a male or a female, what power looks like and what power can be and what responsibility and authority can be, you know?
Yeah. Sounds like motherhood has taught you a lot about acting.
Oh, maybe so, actually. Certainly taught me how to say no to certain projects because I just want to stay home. Yeah.
That's great. So family is important to you.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
And this show is about Chicago, which is your hometown.
Mm-hmm.
Was that part of the charm of taking the role?
Yes. I was really looking forward to going home and working. being able to see old friends and just to be in and amongst that extraordinary architecture was very exciting to me. And to be close to my family again has been very sustaining to me.
That's great. And what's been the most challenging part so far in this series? Is it getting your character together, or is it learning how to interact with the other characters? As an actress, what's the most difficult challenge?
I think all of those things, integrating everything. You know, you can learn the external aspects of a character. You know, how to shoot a gun. What is your vest like? What do you put in your vest? You know, what is it like to be on the street as a police officer? What are the different units that you would have been in? You can, you know, tell yourself and discover what the internal life of the character is. And we already talked about what a struggle it is to maintain the balance between the feminine and sort of more masculine characteristics, speaking stereotypically. And then there's the moment where you just have to let go, and you have to have faith that all of that effort and all of that thought will flow into something worthwhile that will serve the story.
Mm-hmm. Last question. You've played a lot of roles that are strong female roles in one way or another, and yet you do seem to maintain that femininity. Is that something that you've chosen, or are those just scripts that you picked haphazardly?
Well, I think that the roles that have had quite a bit of success, like the L Word or hopefully the Chicago Code, have been those women who are very strong and powerful in that way. But I think each of those characters, both Bette Porter and now Teresa Colvin, have their flaws. There are other projects that I've done, like Night for Dying Tigers, which was a film I shot in Vancouver last year, which I'm very, very proud of, where the character only comes into her strength at the very end of the film. And that was very interesting to play, to kind of keep a lid on it, keep a lid on it, keep a lid on it, and then let it, you know, explode in a very powerful, meaningful way. And hopefully people will see the film, and I guess for me it was just a fantastic experience.